trades are coming down, Momo. I'm glad you're here.
All the trades.
There are actually 3 trades to report right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, one is a suspected request.
Right, true. The Grizzlies traded
I'll clarify that one.
JJR, Jaren Jackson Jr., and John Conchar.
I thought the Lakers were getting him for Austin Reeves.
Let's just name the big name. Jaren Jackson Jr. is the get there, right? And in exchange, Kyle Anderson, Tyler Hendricks, George, and of course the big thing is future first-round picks. Now,
3 pretty good ones.
3 good ones. Now, on the surface, I would say, God, it would be cool to see Jaren Jackson Jr. as a Laker. Young, athletic, plays defense, but makes $50 million. So it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, 50 and then 52, I think, the following year. Meanwhile, we'll just throw this out there. Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, 3-team trade. You don't care about any of these players.
I care a little bit. This one's actually kind of interesting.
Is it? Okay.
Mike Conley's going, which is kind of sad.
Can't
he's
even
such a
believe
nice
he's still
guy.
in the league.
He's playing a lot. Because, yeah.
Mike Conley Jr., Jaden Ivey to the Bulls, Kevin Huerter, and Dario Saric to the Pistons. Detroit gets a 2026 first-round protected swap from Minnesota.
Who do the Minnesota Timberwolves get in that?
Minnesota. Did I not say?
I think they get Jaden Ivey. Don't they get Jaden Ivey?
I told you nobody cares about these.
Listen, we're on top of it, Momo.
Wait, because that's
I'm reading what Chum says. Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit have agreed to a multi-team deal that sends Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley Jr. to the Bulls.
Okay.
Yep.
And Huerter and Saric to the Pistons. And Detroit also receives a 2026 first-round protected swap from Minnesota.
So that's
there's Trish.
But
She
I
wanted
don't
the
see
super square.
anything that the Timberwolves get there.
Man, Bergen is going to lose his crap in the back.
I'm saying this for a reason.
He is going to write you up, Mace.
Okay.
He's going to write you up for this.
What?
But just being all over the place.
I said nobody cares about this trade.
Right. Ramona
We got
said
a big trade already come down.
Wait. Now listen, I'm just saying.
Oh, my God.
I saw this come out. And
Breaking news.
We should go
Nobody
back to
cares.
bits. The bits format works.
Oh, yes, it does. Okay, so, Momo, do you have any
give me
further
5 minutes on
thoughts?
Punxsutawney Phil.
No, I'm just saying, if Minnesota traded all of that, they traded some salary and stuff, and all they're getting is a first-round pick swap.
Yeah.
And Minnesota is one of the teams that's hot in pursuit of Giannis.
Okay, now you're making it interesting. So you're saying one of these pieces could potentially go.
So this is what Shams added on to this. Minnesota creates significant tax savings and roster space as they pursue a Milwaukee star this week.
A Milwaukee
kind of
star.
buried the lead there, right?
That's
the big deal.
Like I was trying to lead you there.
They seem to be the hottest team for Giannis right now.
Well, the Warriors. The
You
Warriors.
think the
really
Warriors
want
are
him.
hotter than Minnesota?
They both really want him, and I think Miami really wants him too.
And no on San Antonio, no on Houston,
That's
no
what
on OKC
right now.
right now.
I think there are other teams that we have not talked about that would be like very surprising that are also making calls.
Yeah.
Like I think Charlotte is an interesting team. I've heard that name out there. Toronto. Nobody gets excited about that because those are not seen as teams he would want to go to.
Charlotte. Why would Giannis want to be in Charlotte?
It doesn't matter what he wants. He's under contract.
Do they want to stick him somewhere?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine Giannis, you want to do something
I would
amicable.
say, well, do you?
Yeah, sure. Why
I
not?
think you want to get the best
He
return.
didn't publicly say, I want to trade it, I want out. He didn't do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So amicably trade him somewhere where he feels like he's got a shot. Meanwhile, James Harden has announced that he wants to play for his 5th team in 9 years.
Okay, that's not the right way of saying that.
I thought that was
he didn't announce anything.
Mace, good job. I'm going to tell Bergie to write it, rip up that writing.
I don't think he actually requested a trade.
Whoa, wait a minute. You're saying that the Clippers just went off of him?
It's somewhere in between that.
Wow.
Okay.
Now, are you going to pull the George Sedano line, Momo, and tell us how great James Harden is, and he really wants to win a championship?
No,
he's
I won't
not
go that far.
Self-centered and only cares about making money in himself.
Oh, I think this is mostly about money for all involved.
Right, but I don't think he's got that heart and soul about just winning a championship.
No, I won't sell that. I'm not going to sell that line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sedano was going hard on trying to sell that this morning. Are you going to sell
he wants more money than the Clippers are willing to give him?
I'm going to sell he's only under contract for a guaranteed $13 million next year.
Okay.
And that contract is one of those contracts that's almost made to be traded. It's like, okay, we're going to give you 39 this year, and next year, if we decide to keep you, it's 42. But we can also waive you and only have to give you 13 of it. So like a third of it's guaranteed. The other, it's a really good tradable contract.
So why would the Clippers want him out? They're winning. They've turned it around. They're playing really well. James Harden's having a really good year. Averages something, 21 points a game.
Yeah, but they're not going anywhere.
Third in the league in assists and all that kind of stuff. Why would the Clippers want out of the James Harden business when things seem to finally have turned around?
Yeah, I don't think they're necessarily punting on the season. I think they're just going, this guy's 36. He's going to cost us $40-something million a year. If Cleveland's going to give us a 26-year-old two-time All-Star,
right,
for just him, that's a pretty good return.
Sure.
So people at the Clippers, they really like James Harden. And James Harden will wax poetic about his time with the Clippers. He likes it there. I don't think he wants to leave.
His time with Cleveland, or will he in Brooklyn? He waxes poetically.
No, he
about
wanted
his
to
leave
leave those
Brooklyn.
places,
Do it.
and he did a real pout. There was a pretty good pout on
pout.
that.
Yeah.
This is not a pout.
He's been known to pout.
Oh yeah, he's a pouter. Now
I would say this is a business decision for all involved. Does
okay,
that make
but
sense?
Somebody has to initiate it. Was it initiated by James or was it initiated by the Clippers?
I would say it was probably more initiated by the Clippers and Cleveland talking. I don't know who called who.
Okay, so this is the Darius Garland for James Harden thing.
I think those two started talking, and the Clippers are like, that's interesting. And they have to talk to James because he has veto power over any trade. He doesn't have a no-trade clause. He has veto power over trade.
Harden should want to go to Cleveland.
Yeah, well, they're not as good as they should be this year.
And I think James Harden is the better of the two players.
Yeah, Garland's hurt. He's got a weird turf toe thing that's scary.
By the way, what is the difference between veto power and a no-trade clause?
A no-trade, that's interesting.
All right.
I don't know if I got that answer. Veto power is no, it's kind of the same, effectively the same thing, isn't it?
Veto power and a no trade are the same thing, are they not? He can reject any trade if he's got veto power.
I guess that's right, but it's not a full no trade clause. He only has the ability to reject the trade because he's on a contract that he's only guaranteed 1 year.
For instance, if John Ireland retires, Mace has veto power that we can't put Steve Hartman in.
But
it's only one. It's only one name that he's.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's the one name.
One name, Steve Hartman.
He's blocked. From
he's blocked.
Yeah.
With
me. Yeah.
I mean, if this trade with Cleveland doesn't go through, I could see Harden just coming back and playing for the Clippers the rest of the year and be fine. Because they can do the same song and dance again.
There's no animosity. There's no.
I don't think so.
Yeah, interesting.
I think he is happy there. They're happy with him. I think this is just literally a business decision.
So 1 to 100, how likely is it that he gets traded?
Fairly likely. I would say 8 or 9.
8 or 9 out of 100.
So the Clippers don't actually
80 or 90,
80 or 90,
like that.
The powers that be at the Clippers don't actually believe they're going anywhere because you wouldn't make this move if you thought you were going to win a championship, right?
I don't know. I mean, they're 9th in the West right now.
I know,
but look at Kawhi is amazing, but how long is that going to last? You know?
Yeah, but I mean, they're not that far out of stuff.
Well, what I would say is this is an acknowledgement that this era is on the downswing, the Kawhi era.
Yeah.
He's got 1 more year left. He's 34. He's really good right now, but every day they have to knock on wood that he stays this way, right? I mean, who knows how that knee stays together or the rest of him or whatever. I think next year, a contract year for Kawhi, but he plays a lot, but he's really good.
Yeah.
Contract year, right?
Oh, yeah, so he's going to play.
Okay.
Well, he started already, right? He's playing
really
now.
good. He's probably been the best player in the league the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Oh, actually, I got Chris Paul.
Not much.
Is he done for his career? Is somebody going to sign him for the rest of the year?
Right now, and Emily probably brought this up because I put a little news update in there in our little Trade Buzz file. Nobody, basically, they could trade him, but nobody's calling about him like, oh, we got to go out and get Chris Paul. What the most likely thing is that he gets waived by either the Clippers or a team where he gets thrown into it. If the Clippers do a deal, it's this Harden deal or something.
Right.
They don't really need to throw him into this Harden deal. The money for Garland matches.
Right.
So, but if they did another deal, sometimes you throw in salaries to make the money match.
Right.
And then that team would buy you out, and then you're free to sign with whoever. That's the most likely path for him to get bought out, and then he could sign someplace else. Nobody's out trading for him.
Right, right.
He's a vet minimum. He's just a guy to have on your team.
So they didn't release him?
They
He's
can't.
not,
There's a whole thing about it. Bobby Marks will do a better job explaining it.
So
but
he'd
I will
have
say
to be
this.
traded.
Yeah. No. Eventually they can do that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think that how do I explain? It has something to do with how close they are to the second apron, and if they waive him, his salary still counts there, and then they have to sign another player, but they don't have enough players on their roster. It's like something with the minimum number of players.
Okay.
So they can't just waive him because to sign another player would put them up over the second apron or one of the aprons or something. So because to get them to the minimum number of players. That make sense?
I'm relieved that you.
I'm not good at explaining.
No,
this.
and by the way, I'm not either.
I know.
And you do that.
I'm
this
also
is your
tired.
thing.
I was out late.
Oh, were you?
A game last night and I was up early.
What was it? What kind of night?
I was out late last night.
Oh, really?
I thought you said it was like game night.
I was at a game. I was at the Clipper game.
Oh, okay.
You went to the Clippers.
I went to the Clippers Philly game, and
not like you were playing Monopoly or something.
No.
Okay.
That would have been a mahjong or something,
Shouts out.
I played Maj. Anybody want a Maj?
No.
But you said, or Chris Paul said earlier in the season that he was going to retire.
Yeah, this is his last year. He said it's his last. So
yeah,
he is working out really hard, and if you follow him on Instagram, he's posting about God has a plan, and hopefully this works out. I think it will work out where he ends up someplace because I think he is a respected figure in the NBA, and whoever decides to bring him in, if he gets bought out or waived or something like that later, that would be seen as a good karmic gesture.
Okay.
My team that I would say makes sense, and I've said this the whole time. I think the Dallas Mavericks make a lot of sense. He worked out with Cooper Flagg in the offseason. They're represented by the same agency. I think Cooper likes him. He likes how Chris is an acquired taste, right? Like
yes.
You either like somebody who's what do you call him, a red ass?
Red ass.
Yeah, he's intense.
Right.
I think Cooper's intense too, and they like each other. They get along. So I could see that, but they don't have a roster spot right now. So there's just a lot of things that have to happen for people to have the roster spots and then the wherewithal and the decision to go do that. Plus, I think Jason Kidd could handle him.
Sure. Well, it's just for half a season.
Not even,
yeah. All right, so this is the latest Gen Z obsession. Now, are you and Gen Z or
Zillennial.
You're a Zillennial, so